I think they're wrong. It's been amazing.
At this point, even the rumor mill wants to retire. This time, it's not Jada, but rather Will Smith himself, who has decided to jump the controversial wagon. That's right. As per recent reports, an old picture of actress Margot Robbie has resurfaced with Will Smith, with many now connecting the dots about their once steamy affair.
Well, we've said it a couple of times. It was something neither of us were really expecting.
Shockingly, but true, Hollywood A-listers Will Smith and Margot Robbie are once again in the spotlight as a result of the re-emergence of an old scandal, which has captured the attention of the internet, and to say the least, fans are going crazy. The controversy revolves around a photo featuring a shirtless Smith and Robbie in lingerie, sparking widespread discussions and speculations. The photo, which gained popularity on social media, has renewed curiosity in the dynamic between Smith and Robbie, with some people drawing links to the concept of Smith and Jada Pinkett's supposed open relationship. After all, it's not hard once you connect all the dots.
Apart. Yeah.
Not to mention, Margot Robbie and Will Smith have been linked in a number of recent photos together, including one in which they appear to be holding hands. And because of the continued interest in Robbie's character, the general public is becoming more aware of the specifics of the supposed controversy as it continues to be discussed. Now, if you are still renting that space under the rock, Smith and Robbie, who are recognized for their chemistry on screen, have co-starred in the spotlight of two critically acclaimed films together. Their debut film together was the criminal drama Focus, which was released in 2015 and was directed by both Glenn Ficarra and John Requa. While Smith plays the part of Nikki Spurgeon, an experienced con artist, Robbie represents Jess Barrett, a skilled and ambitious grifter. The movie spins a story that is full of deception, passion, and surprising twists, which has the audience on the edge of their seats the whole time.
I'm sorry.
Then again, in 2016, David Ayer directed the superhero movie Suicide Squad, which marked the dynamic duo's return to the big screen. Smith assumed the persona of Floyd Lawton, also known as Deadshot, a highly trained marksman and assassin, while Robbie channeled the quirky and unpredictable Harley Quinn, a former psychiatrist turned criminal. The ensemble piece follows a team of dangerous supervillains recruited by the government for a high-stakes mission, giving ample scenes for the alleged couple to spend together. The whispers of an affair between Margot Robbie and Will Smith during the Focus filming in 2013 reached a fever pitch, with Robbie taking to Twitter to swiftly dismiss the claims. She expressed her disappointment that their on-set relationship had been misunderstood and exaggerated to a greater extent than it actually was.
It's just awkward. Yeah. It's just awkward, Ellen, you know.
Robbie took a step further in 2015 when she announced her decision to the public that she would never again date actors, claiming the unneeded stress that it imposed on her life as the reason for her choice. According to Margot, it's disappointing that goofing around on set could be taken so out of context. Will Smith, on the other hand, has chosen to keep quiet about the alleged affair and avoid commenting on the numerous stories that have been circulating. Of course, the reason could be anything, from him actually having a soft corner for his co-star to maybe he doesn't really care.
You know, I guess I really, for us at the end of the day, it comes down to you either want what's best for the other person or you don't. Mm-hmm. At the core of it for us is friendship.
Who knows? And while this was going on, the Smiths were dealing with their own set of relationship problems brought on by the news about Jada Pinkett's infidelity. Aren't we all dealing with it even now? Now, because most of us have lost the ability to have a healthy attention span, here's a quick rundown of Jada's infidelity for you all, quite exclusively.
It's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business.
Yeah.
On one of the episodes of her talk show that airs on Facebook Watch, Jada Pinkett Smith took the bold and unexpected step of addressing the really bizarre scandal that involved singer-songwriter August Alsina. And before we dig deep into what went down between the two, we just wanted to make sure that you knew that August was once Jada's son's friend. Anyway, we now know that Alsina had caused chaos almost 4.5 years ago when he stated on The Breakfast Club that he had been in a romantic connection with Jada Smith, claiming to have done so with the blessing of Jada's current husband, Will Smith.
Contrary to what some people may believe, I'm not a troublemaker.
Yep, that's exactly what we thought too. And while the Smiths were subjected to criticism for the odd choices they made, Jada defended their decision to address the topic by stressing the necessity for healing in the midst of continuous demonstrations in response to police brutality. She acknowledged the challenges faced on a global scale, but underlined how important it was to solve issues on a personal level. But even then, fans weren't convinced. Moving on, Jada disclosed that their family began a bond with Alsina when he was 24 years old and struggling with serious physical and mental challenges. Jada also mentioned that at the time, the artist was only seeking help from her, but that later on, the two decided to explore the other extreme of that bond.
I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Whereas, in contrast to Alsina's claim that Will gave his blessing, Jada explained that no permission had been granted by her husband and maintained that she was the sole decision-maker in permitting anything to occur. The pair then discussed the ways in which they had grown as individuals and as a unit as a result of overcoming the difficulties they had during this time in their relationship. Once again, fans weren't convinced. Will Smith then made a comment about how uncomfortable it could be to talk about the issue in public, but he emphasized that they are committed to working through and comprehending their experiences.
Jada and I have, we weathered some storms, and that's really, for me, the only way that you can get to the other side.
Nope, not convinced at all. Then again, when it comes to matters of the heart, especially love, Jada underlined that developing a deeper understanding in a relationship requires overcoming obstacles. But if there's one thing we have learned from Jada and Will's openness, is that at times, even too much honesty can cause things to get really weird, really soon. And even with all the challenges, the couple decided to make public their decision to get back together, declaring that they had discovered unconditional love within their partnership. Sure, you guys. Meanwhile, according to those with knowledge of the situation, contrary to the repeated rumors, Will Smith and Margot Robbie continue to have an affectionate and polite relationship, although the two celebrities have strongly disputed the rumors that have been circulating around the supposed event that occurred in the picture booth. They have also emphasized that their friendship did not have any negative effect on Will Smith's marriage to Jada Pinkett. Of course, fans think otherwise. Out of the many fans, one user took to their social media account to express, "To me, this is definitely the world's unsolved secret that why Will Smith said, 'I love Margot Robbie. I would do like anything she wants to do,' on the 15th of December, 2016. And then, according to the timeline, Margot got married on 16 or the 17th of December, 2016. Why? My ship could have continued their love." On the flip side of it, though, since the beginning of their relationship, it has been clear that Margot Robbie and her now husband, Tom, share a strong connection.
My husband is in the Harry Potter movies. I know. I was like, had you told me sooner, we would have been married very quickly.
In 2016, the couple even tied the knot. The couple went so far as to start their own production firm together, marking their first foray into the world of collaboration. Reports indicate that the couple's marriage is going from strength to strength, despite the fact that they have chosen to keep their private lives, including their marriage, hidden from the prying eyes of the tabloids. So, if Margot does insist on not having a relationship with Will at all, we'll try and give her that one. Moving on, according to reports, when asked about the initial casting of Margot and Will together, Jada Pinkett Smith remained unmoved by any allegations that were going around and showed love for Margot's skill. She also stated that she did not believe the claims at all. In other news, though, Will Smith discussed the development of his marriage with Jada, insisting on the important role that friendship and a shared dedication to each other's well-being have played in the formation of their relationship. Jada also stepped in and addressed the necessity of being intellectually and spiritually pushed by her husband, highlighting the formula that they use to maintain a strong marriage. And while these two have long played their fans and all of us alike regarding their fake marriage, let's just not get into the kind of spiritual bond they share right now. That's all for today's video. Do you think Will could have had it better with Margot Robbie? Let us know in the comments below. To catch us for more, simply hit the bell icon.